Hello and welcome back. We are today going to be racing around China for part 2 of our My Team career. The last time round we managed to sneak into the points over at Australia. I believe we did everything we could regards to upgrades. No, we're able to do some upgrades here, so we'll put one of these on for an upgrade. I'm gonna go for... What have we already done? Chassis and aero development. Let's go for a powertrain expansion. We'll get that in motion, and then let's have a look in here, see what we can do. I think we were going to go for this, so we'll get that in motion as well. Last time we put a few different things on for development, and with any luck they'll be done in time for the next race. We do, however, want to go through and make sure that we are researching as much as we possibly can, which we are. So let's head into China. This one obviously is a sprint weekend, so I'm gonna absolutely hate this. However, we drove as Pierce last time round, so this time we'll drive as Enzo Fittipaldi. And we'll get straight into it. What I'll do is I'll just do a couple laps in the practice session just to make sure that I'm happy with the setup. Do the practice programs even. And then we will jump straight into sprint qualifying and see what we're able to do. Won't be a lot because I hate this track. It's never been a good one for me, but we'll see what we can do regardless. Let's go to practice.
Hello and welcome to Free Practice 1 from Shanghai International Circuit here in China. Now, over 20 years ago, this reclaimed marshland became a state-of-the-art facility that has borne witness to some of the most crucial and compelling moments in racing history. Today, it's all about gathering data for the tyres in these cool temperatures.
It recommends a balanced preset, so we're just going to stick with the balanced for the time being. I am going to put a little bit of extra rear wing on because the car likes to slide through the snail sections. We'll lower the brake bias and increase brake pressure, and then we'll lower the tyre pressures right down. And then we'll call that the setup, and we'll get going. We will start with the race strategy. Thankfully we don't have to do a qualifying pace because that would really shoot the tyres out. I believe lock left. Very cloudy overhead, so
okay, let's have some nice steady laps here, please. Just a managed pace, like you would in the race. That's what's going to give us the best data.
A little bit quite there, still. So, leave that around once. last part of that, while we were in 6th gear, it was quite slidey on the rear. Having to make a lot of corrections just to make sure that we are in a straight line. Tyre, getting some of that time. I don't know whether it's how sensitive the actual game's picking up a throttle response. It shouldn't be as sensitive as it's making out. Quite nice first. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going. Car's tyres are just blown at that point. So note for self, don't take that too lightly, it will just spin you. Try and abuse the track limits if we can. Obviously not too much, we don't want to be getting bored. I'm having to steer out of the corner to be able to keep the car on the straight line, so I'm presuming that it will give you a touch more down your downforce. If that's not the case, I suppose it's right. Slightly lower. I know. We're still passing the target time regardless, so it's not like that matters overly too much. It'll be manageable, I think, until tyre wear kicks in. By that point, I feel like we should just hit. Very slow turn. Jump up to 7th, that wasn't a great idea. A lot of time through that. And that curve also wants to kill you apparently. We are going to have to deploy a little bit down here just to make sure that we can keep the target. Target like that, so that's a good start. Not really able to recreate second lap of this pro. Making a few mistakes here and there. There's tyre wears going on, car seems more hairy. But we do what we can. I'll increase your downforce much more, and then your ride height 45. We'll jump that down to 20. that slightly, in fact, and we'll go for a 2025. Tyre management. We'll do...
We need to be sure we can manage the tyres through a lap, so try to keep the wear down through each corner.
We'll do...
Be especially careful accelerating on corner
one
exit.
lap of this. If we pass it on that one lap, we'll run. If we don't, we'll second lap, see what pass that. Got to be able to hit a 140.8.
Because temperature's so important for your tyres, cool down laps are now vital after a push lap so that we don't light up the rubber too much, not to mention recharging the batteries.
He made us lose 4 temps through that final sector alone. That feels more stable. I'm just going to blast the battery, hope that we can regain that last time and overtake off in the meantime. First to make sure that we can actually make the
Program
tyre wear was
complete.
much better on that.
And a job well done.
So
we got some excellent data
either
with that
the
run,
race
so come on back
strategy's
to the
tyre
garage
wear
and I
is
can take you
higher
through the numbers.
than the actual tyre wear. Or the setup change that I've made was somewhat well. Right, I've got 0 laps left. I've really got no other fucking tyres left. Right, yes it can. They don't give you enough sets of tyres for this shit. Not in this practice session. anyways. Straight out of the tyre wears really matter on these tyres. So is the energy harvesting apparently.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh, this practice program's a fucking joke. bit of a corner cut there, but it was needed. Right, we'll return to garage and then we'll just jump straight into the qualifying session for the sprint race. Because I'm no longer arsed with any of that. Hopefully I'll be able to sort out well, eventually hopefully I'll be able to sort out like Streamlabs and stuff like that and make it a little bit better for you guys watching at home. But for the minute it's going to be a bit difficult. I am trying in the background to do all that sort of stuff. With any luck it'll be up and running for sort of a few streams time, but no guarantees because my Mac's quite slow. Right, let's keep this
And if
going.
today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
I mean, we were what, 1.3 seconds off the fastest car, but again, practice doesn't really matter, so. No guarantees we'll stay 1.3 seconds off the fastest car. We've got a message, yeah, just the usual one. Let's go straight into sprint qualifying then.
Welcome along to Shanghai, ladies and gentlemen, where it's Chinese Grand Prix weekend. But before we can race, we need to qualify. And who's going to take that coveted pole position? How will our grid line up? We're about to find out. Welcome to qualifying.
For future episodes, what I'll do is I will sort out all of the admin stuff at the end of the previous stream, and then what we'll do is I'll do practice 1, 2 and 3 in my own time, and then on the stream it'll just be qualifying and the race, or if it's a sprint race, qualifying and then the sprint race. Kind of hoping we can get there and not be behind anyone. The reason being behind that, obviously no one wants to sit there and watch someone do a practice session for half hour.
We've dropped to P15.
Still there, especially the years well, generally. We've got to be quick here if we want to make it out of the sprint qualifying 1. So short shifting on these long curved sections seem to help with the grip of the car quite a bit, so we'll do that during the race just to make sure that we're not spinning out into someone. Got no idea how well this lap has been. But the fact that we've not used that much battery says to me it probably wasn't crazy. It's we'll just continue on with a separate lap. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more time than that.
I'm afraid we've dropped to P22. P22.
Wide there without meaning to. Yeah, I mean 6/10 up is quite time gain. Title line didn't really work. 6/10, so that puts us P19, but we won't be going through to sprint qualifying 2, which I didn't expect to. The car's not necessarily there. I don't think we've got any upgrades on the car for this weekend anyways, but with any luck maybe next weekend we will. You never know after all.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend, so we'll see you all tomorrow.
Let's just advance through all of that. Sprint races aren't my favourite thing in the world. I feel like they're just overly time consuming, they're not very fun. But the AI do seem to be quite a bit more aggressive during the sprint race, so we might be able to gain a few places through their own stupidity. We never know. I love the loading screens in this game. Pitch black, absolutely nothing on there but a please wait thing. While this is loading, I'm going to go take a quick toilet break.
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. We start a lap here at Shanghai with the long, difficult right-handers of turns 1 and 2, the first of 16 corners that make up this 3.3-mile circuit. The incredibly long back straight provides the best passing opportunity of the lap, with speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour before we head into the braking zone of turn 14. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Yuki Tsunoda, and Piastri, Russell, Fernando Alonso, Antonelli, and Liam Lawson. Hulkenberg, Gasly, Esteban Ocon, Doohan, Hadja, Behrman, Alex Albon and Carlos Sainz, Fittipaldi, Bortoletto, Stroll and Joshua Pearce rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish, but let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Big pressure at the start of the race, Crofty, for all of them up and down the grid, no matter where you are. But the drivers these days, they practice, practice and practice. They have rigs with them at the circuit where they can sit down with the actual steering wheel from the real car, and they've got lights that they react to. The clutch paddle is tailored around the driver's hands, around their fingers, so they can have optimum position before they start. So there's so much thought and effort that goes into getting these cars off the line.
This is not going to be an easy race from this position, but just give it your best shot.
To be fair, I'm probably just going to go for the default strategy there. Let's go then. Formation lap should be quite a nice, easy lap. Lovely tyre cushion. Something that they've recently added. Tyres look more shiny and different colours. Adds a little bit of realism to it. Got a bit of a reflection to them as well. Go ahead and stick that on. Don't want to be wasting the battery on the way to the format. Way back through. I didn't mind this track so much in
No rain expected. No rain expected for the
started to
time
hit
being.
a little bit more last year on last year's game. Not even because of like the sprint format. As annoying as the sprint format is, it's not too bad. More so because of where the AI are acting around here. They're always quite argy-bargy and shoving to the grass if needed. Or at least that was last year's game. I'm not going to choose AI just yet. We did see in Australia 2 years ago. Lando Norris was more than happy to try and push us onto the grass, you know, banging wheels, all that sort of stuff. Alright, y'all just want to go fucking 10 mile an hour into a corner? Yeah, there we go, let's spin up the wheels. That did absolutely nothing for the internal time. Way too far there. It's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Thanks for that, Albon. Absolutely no need for that.
you
Fuck
okay?
me,
That was a
alright.
nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
There's a lot of people just going on the outside. Straight up and a lot otherwise we are screwed on the straights. Wasn't expecting it to bog down that much. We have noticed as well that when the cars are lined up behind each other, they are so slow through slower corners. Corners is where you can usually hit the apex at like 80, 90 mile an hour. The AI will be doing 60. In some cases 50, but they seem to all just back up behind one another. They don't really attempt to get a move. They are doing it here and they're doing it quite well. So firm around the outside there anyway, aim to keep position.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
But turn 1 was a prime example. You can take turn 1 with so much speed, but yet my AI teammate, before the restart, decided he wanted to slam on his brakes and send me to the shadow.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
See now if I'm position. Need to stay within a second of Gasly if we want to have any hopes of us moving on to race. No outside. I don't think the game's going to give it to us. I feel like we're apparently in the DRS section. Ajay once again going down the outside then. We'll leave him to it, we'll just come back in here. Make it too wide. Plenty of space in here, so we don't want to force him up anywhere. Lawson and Gasly having a bit of a scuffle up ahead.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
We want to stay close to these two. I've got a feeling they might collide, in which case I'll leave us in quite a good spot. Gasly was going to be there with quite a bit of force. I was able to kind of on accident, potentially more than this race. I was still tempted to go around the outside and about someone. So we actually lose the rear on that corner. I'm surprised we kept it in check. against the AI through that final corner. The AI are rapid there for some reason. We've got a little snail section. The AI
Okay,
just
I've got a brand new race strategy on your MFD if you want to go and
doesn't
check
seem
it
to
out.
want to do anything else. But we fucking slingshot the way out of there.
Copy that.
Now gonna have to pit thanks to fucking Hadjar. I don't think I was in the wrong there. I was clearly going down his inside there, and he's just made a late move and come across. As a result, I've lost half of my front wing. See, you still can't change your front wing without changing your tyres, so again, something that EA need to add if they wanted to make this a feasible option.
Okay, go, go, go! Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
But I'm not going to try and drive around China missing half a front wing, because it's not going to end well. And now realistically, in 6 laps are we going to catch up to the guys ahead? Probably not. I don't really think that in 6 laps we're going to gain 25 seconds to catch up to our teammate. At this point, do we just call it? Go back to the pit lane and retire. I think we'll just go back to the pit lane and retire. We've actually lost time to stall, lost time to our team. We're not going to gain any positions if we can't actually make up ground to the cars in front, so we'll just retire the car. That way we've still got a set of somewhat fresh tyres. I mean, apparently I was speeding. Don't think I was, but whatever, game. You do you. It's unfortunate, but we weren't going to catch them. Their tyres were still far too fresh to make up time there. So we're going to save
up the sprint
the
race,
engine.
but there's
We're going to save the tyres, and we're just going to move on. I think we've made the right call in a sense. Obviously no one wants to DNF from a session or retire from a session, but you do what you do.
Welcome along to Shanghai, ladies and gentlemen, where it's Chinese Grand Prix weekend. But before we can race, we need to qualify. And who's going to take that coveted pole position? How will our grid line up? We're about to find out. Welcome to qualifying.
Okay, I hope you brought something good to read today. There's an issue with the
we've got
fuel
a
system.
system
We
fault.
don't think it's anything terminal, but it is going to take some time to investigate and repair, I'm afraid.
We'll just skip forward until the track's clear and then we'll go out.
We've been pushed down to P22.
Obviously. Let's absolutely send it on this lap. On the limit of braking then. Almost lost the rear into the corner, almost lost the rear. And we managed to go up P20. 137. We'll have a look at the leaderboard, but all in all I'm just going to skip forward anyways. Let's have a look. We did a 137. We were 2.7 seconds slower than the AI. Like I say, it's not one of my favourite tracks, if I'm being completely honest. Not a track I've really done well at since F1 2019, F1 2020. It's always been a problem track for me, but you do what you can. We are expecting rain towards the end of the session, so that might be a good thing. And we're stuck on our loading screen again.
The Chinese Grand Prix, then, is upon us once again. It's a race that saw Michael Schumacher claim his final Formula One victory in 2006, as well as Red Bull's first win with Sebastian Vettel in 2009. There's no doubt there's plenty more drama to come here in Shanghai. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles per hour with DRS assistance down the back straight before the cars break into the tight hairpin at turn 14. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, and Tsunoda, Albon, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, and Nico Hülkenberg, Ocon, Bortoletto, Joshua Pearce, and Antonelli.
Pearce
Lawson,
managed to get in
Russell,
13th, that's not bad.
Pierre Gasly,
Especially
and
considering
Jack
the
Doohan.
shitbox of a car we've given him to
Behrman,
drive.
Fittipaldi, Hadjar, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. With preparations
Lance
almost
Stroll.
complete, let's head down to the track.
You know, you put him in a
And
decent car
alongside
and
me in the
he's
commentary
shiny.
box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Now, we had great fun watching them win last time out. What a great victory it was.
It's quite a
but
nice
can they
looking car.
carry that into today's race?
It's the important one, isn't it, Crofty? You've done it once, can you do it again? But, you know, if you start believing in yourself and the confidence starts to build, that inner confidence is what you need. And you can carry that through to future races, including this one, and you set that ball rolling. That's the critical thing that they're looking for here. And I believe if you've got that first race win or a win at any stage, it can start to roll with you in a good way.
I'm sure it can.
Okay, this is going to take a monumental effort from you. I need you to push incredibly hard if we're going to get a good result today. Let's go and make it happen.
We'll do an alternate strategy. Try and gain as many positions as we possibly can. Hit for fresh rubber and go again, trying to make as many places up. And then by the time everyone else is on hards, we'll go on fresh mediums.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected.
They might cause a bit of an issue later. Can't quite see what the other element looks like white wall, and again, the rims look like white wall tyres. As these are mediums, so mediums. Sorry, Russell. I reset my teammate as well. Love it. I mean, didn't get the decent grid start that I'd want, but it's fine. The memes were worth it. Besides, with how slow these guys get off the line, it's probably useful that I take a bit of a further grid. This is not where I want it to be. You never want to be on the inside of this corner. Horrible place to be. Shit. And there, for example, they're all grouped up, doing 40, 35 mile an hour through a corner that you can usually take out. drive down the inside of Bortoletti there. I think I had much of a choice. It would either that slam on the brakes and lose my rear, or take a bit of an alternate line down the inside of Bortoletti. These soft tyres just clearly not as the hards. That and the fact that our engine can't shine. That's pretty shit everywhere, to be honest.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Just gonna try the outside of Alonso, speed. Go down the walls. Organising. He did give us a room. He was unsure about it, but he's given Ocon the car. Ocon's the next car ahead. Jesus, can't speak. System. Flags, really.
Safety car. No overtaking, reduce your pace. The safety car.
That's not what I wanted. I'm gonna turn on the mini map just so I can actually see where the safety.
Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
Oh, of course it's
Right,
the same
drop your
thing.
speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Lap 2, could jump onto hards. Okay, well, the majority of the race.
Right, Joshua is out of the race.
Whoa, sorry, Ocon. Just go so fucking slow there, I should have seen. Yeah, so could hit early. Right. Potentially onto hards. Fresh hards.
Okay, slow down. Your delta's negative,
Mate,
which
if I go
means
any
you're going
fucking
too
slower, I'll
fast.
stop.
Reduce your pace.
I feel like these tyres are wearing quite right. They've got to make it to lap 8. Now that the safety car's come out, we will be
Okay, Joshua's just dropped out of the race.
The question is, if we were to jump onto hards, the tyre life for the hards around here will be about 20 laps, so we'd end up needing to pit again. And that's at a push, I estimated for the hards of 50 laps.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push.
Can't get past you, dickhead. We're under a
Some
safety car.
information on Behrman for you. They're retiring from the
Behrman's
race.
dropped out. In the same place Josh Pierce dropped out. Just keep it as well. It's a really intentional slide. Safety car's going to be out till at least lap 5 this way. What do we do? If we pit now, we're going to the back of the grid no matter what. We would have a tyre advantage, but we'll pit back around. don't know how worth it'd be. I want to, because I feel like these tyres won't last much longer after the safety car goes in. Only problem is I've missed the point where it needs to stop. It's still, all in all, going to be a free pit stop. It's just going to mean we're going to have to work the tyres a lot harder to gain back the places.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
I'm not alongside him, I'm still behind him. It's 115 down the back straight. What a way to go. Such intense speeds.
Green flag.
Dropped a lot. Alonso's in a completely separate race to me. He's on his own strategy. As I'm trying to make races up a gravel.
Tyre condition still looking good.
What I'm going to have to do is apparently the AI5 half-10 school about searching along. This car cannot make up its mind whether it wants to fucking spin out or get traction. We're going to force it as far to the outside as we can.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
Just contact with it. Apparently we did. Don't
We're
think I did.
approaching the pit window now and you're going to be on hards next time.
It's not the strategy that I agreed to. Exactly the reason why I didn't want to break down the neck. There we go. Get off my fucking side pod then, dickhead. Got the back of the grid regardless. Fucking hell. Looks like we're going in the pits then, boys. Tyres did not want to grip for that at all. This race honestly pisses me off.
We had an issue removing the right rear wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us now and get back into this race. All right, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy.
Hang on, you're meant to go 10 laps on me. Is that it? Changing the strategy up a little bit. I'm gonna put on like 20. Fresh set of softs. Since apparently this car is not even competitive with the fucking Sauber at this point. I get that we are at the bottom of the grid, but surely we'd be able to keep up with a fucking Sauber on hards and wear a fucking soft compound set of tyres. We're only the next car ahead of us, on the performance graph. The performance graph's just the base. It doesn't outline anything in particular. Just where it thinks your car lies in terms of everyone else's. But considering the Saubers couldn't even keep up with us around Australia, yet for some reason when they're on hards and we're on a soft compound set of tyres, we're able to catch them. Can't keep up. The car's not competitive. Could be that I've got too much downforce on, but if I didn't have enough downforce, the car would just spin on most of these corners. People are jumping into the pits, so he'll be going on to a fresh set of softs if his strategy was the same as mine.
Piastri stopping now.
Piastri's stopping, but Piastri's, still out. And you can see him behind us, the Ferraris, the two McLarens that were apparently crashes in. Dropped onto another set of softs, so he'll be in about here next time. wasn't going to get very far in this race. But this really is just open. Doing's absolutely fucking gapped us. Try to be far too ambitious going in the second to last corner. Realistically, we've only got ourselves to blame for where we are. We're in this position.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good.
I'm not trying to catch up at this point. I mean, I'm hoping I will. I'm just not trying to. Trying to regain my battery. Fairly certain the ERS usage patterns have been changed. And they have made it a little bit harder to regain your battery. Because if I remember previously, you were on 24.
Okay, gap to the car ahead,
Drain your
5.1
battery.
seconds.
Using hot lap. Then switch it down to medium to elapsed time of. So I feel like that's something that they've definitely changed because the car itself is struggling.
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres. Okay, you're dropping a few tenths per lap to the car ahead. They're just edging away.
We're on soft tyres, I expect.
Seeing a lot of tyre deg now. We've got a new strategy if you want to take a look at it.
Didn't he just say like a lap ago that the tyres were doing fine?
Okay, and that's a red flag. Red flag. Keep the delta positive, and let's have you straight to the
Fuck's
pit lane,
happened?
please.
Well, there's our chance to get back into the race. I don't know what's brought out the red flag, but something has. We'll go to our race strategy. I presume it's going to be a straight.
Okay, we've done all right so far, but this is a chance to take a breath. We've got another half of this race to go, and there's still a big opportunity there.
That seems a bit stupid. Going on to hards, and it's potentially going to rain after like 5 laps. Yeah, whatever. It'll see a bit of a
Wait in just a
bit of a
moment.
mix-up
Stand
now.
by.
Is that Esteban Ocon, I assume so?
Remember to play around with ERS modes in your MFD if you need to.
Well, Hulkenberg followed me through on
Green flag.
Gasly. Bit unexpected. Whoa, you fucking hell. I didn't even know if my brakes set at 100%. It's like 75% at max. He's wrong. Wow, that's fucking hell. That was the worst possible couple of corners ever. Literally, don't even know what happened to that sort of acute right-hander. I put on about 75% brake and the whole car's rear just
Keep
decided
on him,
to
he might make a
spin across the
mistake.
track. Just gave us absolutely no grip through the corner.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
Again, not enough brake to cause the car to fucking block its rear axle. I use the same amount of brake going in that corner every time. Bit of a filthy move from us, but got the job done.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 1.5 seconds.
inside. We've lost that much time to Gasly ahead that would normally will be start a battle with people, otherwise we've got no chance of catching.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Just poke down on the inside line. Try and get him to take the outside. Cheers to it. That's our fastest lap so far.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
2 races in a row we've had that error message. If I'm right, I'm sure we get the errors here. I'm going to keep dropping it down to non-ERS usage for the first sector. I know that leaves us at risk for the cars behind, but it gives us a chance to be able to get behind on the final straight. Just need to manage the ERS a little bit better, I think. I mean, it doesn't help that we're driving a tractor. Put it into non-section as well.
radar suggests some weather's going to hit in around 5 minutes' time, so stay on your toes.
Let's hope this wet weather that's supposedly going to hit is
You're in the top
heavy
10 now, keep it up.
wet weather. We need to have these guys hitting. Not saying that they won't, but we need the rain bad enough so that these guys jump onto us. So then we have at least half a chance of keeping it. No chance of keeping it. Car can't stay in a straight line. Antonelli. Inside. A little bit of a squeeze to the outside.
Okay, I think we're still on the right tyres for the time being.
Most we are still raining yet. It started raining at one part of the track, but I don't think that was something that will happen. Holy no traction, Batman. And we're just fucking curb riding because we're stuck on it. How are we stuck on a curb? Really? Come on, game. What is this bullshit? Fucking stuck on the curb, couldn't get off it. Wow. Alright.
The car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind.
There goes
on the
our
medium
chances
tyre
of
now.
getting in the fucking top 10. Jesus. Might be able to cheese it with the help of the McLaren boys. That did absolutely nothing to help traction out of that corner. What is going on?
Okay, even though we're seeing cars start to struggle in these
Mate,
conditions,
it's not
if we
even
pit for
fucking
instance
raining.
now, we're going to be too slow and we'll burn them out. Make the best of it for the time being.
Is this a glitch? Is it meant to be raining? Like, what's going on?
The gap to the car ahead is increasing by a few tenths per lap. Get your head down. The weather's turning. We think it's time to box now.
But it's not raining. What is going on?
Copy.
Oh shit.
Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Then why are you wanting me to come in for fucking inters? What's going on? Is it meant to be raining? Is that why everyone's fucking sliding all over the shop? And is that why there's no grip? Is it because the track's meant to be wet?
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance
not
and
what I
the
asked,
speed limit
mate.
line as you approach, and make sure you don't speed. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
I'm so confused as to what the fuck's going on right now. Like, the track's grip is acting as if it's wet, but the rain's only just started, as you can see on the screen now.
Right, we're...
Are people jumping in for inters? What's going on? Yeah, people are going in for inters. I'm so confused.
no
But
longer sure that these
it's not
tyres are the
wet.
right ones. It might be time to come in and change.
I'm so baffled. The rain itself has just started, but half the grid's just pitting for intermediate tyres.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Is the track just getting too cold for the hard compound tyres to work?
At least another 10 minutes until this rain evens out. Stay alert out there.
That's so confusing. I mean, usually you get like 1 or 2 good quick laps in the dry, while it's sort of raining like it is now, before you have to move on to intermediates. But this takes the cake. People were pitting for inters before the rain had even started falling.
DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. Wait for further updates.
And the track was acting as if it had been through a torrential
okay, gap ahead.
downpour
0.5 seconds.
before the actual rain had started. So is that a bug maybe? Should we I think we should maybe report that one to EA. It's slightly confusing.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
No, I said I wanted it to get wet enough so that the AI have to use intermediate tyres, but that's not how I expected it to go. The reason being is because the AI is, for some reason in this game, extremely cautious in the wet. Like, I mean, I'm struggling with traction, but these guys are so cautious in the wet weather. Especially through sectors 1 and 2. It means that if you just push a little bit, you'll be able to get past them. Which is where we need, which is really what we need if we've got any more to.
ERS is low, ERS is low. Consider changing mode on your MFD or lift a little with gentle braking into corners to recharge it.
It was a bit aggressive down the inside there, but in the end they got the job done. I think they made contact. I don't think either of us got any damage from it.
And gap to the car in front, 3.0 seconds.
B12's as far as you can go on this one. Now I'd consider
Okay,
the track
mate,
as wet
final
now.
lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it
Wouldn't
home.
have considered it as wet when they tried to bring me in for an end of pit stop back on lap 24. For the most part, you can be quite aggressive in the wet. And you can make up a lot of places doing it on these games. The player definitely has a wet weather advantage, and has done since probably about F1 23. player had quite a massive wet weather advantage back on 23.
Wasn't
as big of a
that's
thing
the end of the race.
as it
We'll
was
see
on
you in part
24.
four, mate.
24's wet weather advantage wasn't big. But it was definitely there. Got driver of the day, that's a good start. Didn't get any points though, so it's quite disappointing, but
And in the end, there was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen.
again, not a
He
race I
takes
expected to
victory.
get any points on, so not too fussed. We got higher than I was expecting to go anyway.
The difficult circumstances they face throughout this race today, Crofty, it's not easy, and it really shows a lot of maturity, and you can use this, you can draw on this as a driver moving forward and boost your confidence through the rest of the championship.
And once all the hard work is over, and after lap of brilliant racing, it's time now to celebrate with our podium trio. And for those that have missed the Dutch national anthem, fear not. It's back again, because Max Verstappen is back on the top step. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Well, not where we wanted to be, but not too much of an issue. And we lost quite a bit of money that weekend as well. We did get a sentiment though. Are we able to see what that is? Doesn't look too different to the one that I've already mentioned, so.
Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car.
Shut the fuck up. Concerning weekend, oh dear. Wanted to share the results from the race weekend. One driver unfortunately faced a DNF and the other finished outside the points. It's a tough outcome, but we're committed to turning it around. We're thoroughly investigating the factors behind these results to ensure improvements. The team's hard work and dedication are unwavering, and we're focused on refining our approach. This challenge strengthens our resolve to achieve better results. Thank you for your ongoing support, and we strive to improve our performance in the standings. Pleased to inform you that our relationship with our title sponsor is significantly strengthened. After recent discussions, we've secured a more favourable partnership, and as a result, we've gained new benefits. Cool. And we are still firmly the shittest team on the grid. Excellent. Anything out of development yet? No, no, no. Why has my factory been paused? Why has it been paused? I don't want to do that. Why? Nothing fucking goes right with this place, does it? Right, we've got an increased pit training now, so that will hopefully help improve our pit stops. Ooh. Reduce the costs of facility upgrades by 5%, we'll go with that. Corporate's still going, and we've still got that one for the other thing going. Title sponsor, what did we unlock? Unlocked a new activity. Yay! It did say that we had reached secondary sponsor. Yeah, we get some new designs on the car. We didn't do anything with this though, did we? No. Did we get a new one for this? Did. Yeah, we'll go with that. Spice up the car a little bit. Didn't get one for that, that's fine. Did we get one for this? We did. Yeah, we'll go with that. Pops a little bit more. Did we get one for this? Yeah. We got one for that as well. We won't use that one. I don't really like the look of it. We'll stick with the white for them. We got one for those as well. Cool. Bit more colour on the car. That's what we like to see. Right, that should be all that sorted for the time being. Let's head into the activity screen. Sponsor activities tour. Department focus. No, recruitment drive. We'll go for the engineering one because that's where we need. That's where we've got the most vacancies. Go with the aero blitz, and can't do any of those, so we'll just do the chassis one. And then durability focus, powertrain focus, aero chassis, driver wellness short, performance reviews, we'll do the wellness short, sponsor discovery, fan outreach, merchandise push, we'll do the fan outreach, merch push. Can we do anything else? We can do a sponsor discovery. Ooh. No, we'll stick with that. We'll do that, and then we'll advance forward.
Fantastic news. One of our parts is now developed. After completing a single part, it will be ready for fitting. We can select which car to install it on. Parts that have been dual developed will automatically be fitted to both cars. Head over to engineering and the assign upgrades screen so you can take a look.
So that should be an upgrade on both, right? Yes, it is. Wow, we have a lot of work to do if we're going to get anywhere in this season.
Great news. The development of a part is complete and it's now ready for fitting. Be sure to
we've got
visit
an order
the
training
assign
point to
upgrade
use.
screen when you have a moment.
Let's go with this. And then we've got to do that activity the next time round. Right. Oh. Engineering. We've got the powertrain development upgrade now. That's a good start. Let's fit that one to Pierce. Pierce is technically our #1 driver, so... that'll be ready for in time for Saudi Arabia. Powertrain, we've got a pistons upgrade left to do on there. Let's put that one through, like that. Research, what can we do in research? Front downforce, drag reduction. We've got 2,000 points, so we might as well. We'll put it into drag reduction. Can't do anything there. Can't do anything there. Can't do anything there. That's quite a bummer. let's go to the facility management, and what we'll actually do is do a research expansion for the aero department. And what did I just do there? Clicked Y? Ah, okay. Can't do it in this screen though. Okay. So both cars should have a chassis and an aero upgrade now, which they do. And then he has an engine power upgrade as well. Okay. We'll set that to a balanced. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, as I mentioned previously, we're going to end that there. We'll call that one a race on its own. And then we will regroup and we'll be back here after I've done practice 1, 2 and 3 at Japan. And then it'll be another probably hour session where we do the qualifying and the race, and then we come back and sort out all the behind the scenes stuff. To anyone who is currently in chat, who is watching, thank you for joining. And anyone who is currently or will be watching from YouTube, your support is much appreciated. And I'll see you all on the flip.